Hi everyone, how are you guys doing? Hello. Good to see you guys today. How are you guys doing? I hope that you all are doing fine. So today our lesson is on adjectives and adverbs from the grade 5. So you have to log in using the aplusstudent.com. Then you click on your name. Subject language art grade 5. The chapter is adjectives and adverbs. And the lesson is choose between adjectives and adverb, and is the word an adjective or an adverb? Okay, so we will start now. All right, we will start now. So, first of all, we have the adjective, right? I know you can hear me now. Can you? Can you? So, is it okay now, everybody? I think you hear me now, right? Okay. All right. So we have adjective and we will say what is an adjective. So what's an adjective? So an adjective is a word that tells about a noun. An adjective tells you about a noun. Adjective often tells what kind or how many. So adjective describes a noun. Okay. So it describes or it also modifies a noun. It tells us more about the noun. So adjective will tell us more about the noun. How does adjective tells us more about a noun? It tells us using what kind. So adjective uses what kind. What kind is like beautiful, for example. And we can also have the second one, which is how many. So how many talks about like the three, few, like that. Those words that kind of describe numbers. Then we have the last one. Which one is this? Okay, so which one? So it's like that fast. Okay, so adjective tells us all these things, describes a noun or modifies a noun, and it tells us more about the noun, like what kind, how many, or which one is it. All right, so we have the apples were delicious. The apples were delicious. And this adjective tells us what kind of apples they were. So if you say what kind of apples are you having, you would say the delicious apples, right? So that's it. And then we can say I have 5 books. I have 5 books. And then how many books do you have? 5. So this is the second part of the adjective telling us how many. All right? And then you can say she wore a red dress. All right, so now she wore a red dress. Now you would ask which one did she wear. So this one is for which one. You would say she wore the red dress. All right, so that's it about adjective. You just need to note that it tells us more about a noun. And if it's giving more information about the noun, it could be what kind, how many, or which one. All right. So, can you give me any sentence with an adjective? So, on the chat, you can share with me some sentences that you know having an adjective in it. All right. So, any sentence, what sentences do you know with an adjective? I will give my first. We have, all right. So, the tall tree stood next to the small house. All right. And what is the adjective here? Tall. All right, so the tall tree stood next to the small house. So for you guys, you can share with me some of your sentences for adjective. Share with me some sentences if you have. You can share. Okay. Um. So. So not the boy. It was an example. She was so pretty. Okay, she was so pretty. That's your example. Okay. Good. Hi. How are you? It's okay, you're not late. We're just starting. So, we have the bright sun shone on the green grass. So the bright sun shone on the green grass. Okay, good. My puppy is so cute and fluffy. Great. Alvina is so pretty. Okay. The old creaky door opened slowly. Now, this slowly is an adverb, so we will get to that anyways. She wore a pretty dress to the party. We saw a big scary spider in the garden. All right, good. The delicious pizza was hot and cheesy. Okay, I have a red apple. The rainy weather made the playground wet. Okay, good. Okay, he read an interesting book about a brave explorer. Ali is really pretty though. Okay. The door is orange. The tall tree swayed in the strong wind. Okay, perfect. Thank you all for your sentences. Very, very good. Okay. So perfect. So moving on to the adjectives. So what are adjectives? So we have an adjective is a word that tells about a verb. Sorry, an adverb is a word that tells about a verb, an adjective or another adverb. Adverb often tell how, when, or where. All right, so we have a lot of sentences. Thank you all. The kitties are ginger cat. Okay, thank you so much for your examples. All right, good. So moving on to the adverb. An adverb is a word that tells about a verb, an adjective, or another verb. So adverbs describes or modifies. Okay, so it describes or it modifies a verb, adjective, or another adverb. Okay, so itself as well. All right, so that's what we have as the adverb. All right, so adverb often tell how, when, or where. Okay, so adverbs often end with li. So now the adverb end with ly often. Okay, so often it ends with ly, but not always. But most of the times when you see an adverb, it has the ly. Just like it says, Grace ran really quickly. So quickly is an adverb. So we can have loudly, adverb, slowly, adverb. So you see that? Okay. And then if the adverb is modifying an adjective, it will be this is a very. Okay, so if it is modifying an adjective, it will be this is a very big house. So that's an adverb modifying an adjective. Okay. And if it's modifying the adverb itself, it would be he sings quite well. All right. So you have to note that we have different adverbs. Okay. So adverb could modify a verb, it could modify an adjective, or also an adverb. So now, the adverb really tells us how quickly Grace ran because it says that Grace ran really quickly. So now it is telling us how fast she ran. Okay. So we have most adverb that tell how and in ly. So if the adverb is telling how something is happening, it will end with ly, like the adverb quickly or even loudly or slowly. All right. So if it's telling how, it's the one that ends with the ly, like we've said. And then you can't always use ly to tell whether a word is an adjective or an adverb though. So you cannot always use ly to say that this is an adverb, okay? So you have to note that the adverb comes in different ways, just like I've said. She arrived soon. Soon is an adverb that doesn't end with ly. So Fred has a friendly dog. So if we say Fred has a friendly dog, friendly is an adjective that ends with ly. So sometimes we have some adjective that ends with ly. All right. So you have to note that you cannot just say that once you see ly, then it is an adverb. So sometimes it changes. All right. All right. So I'll give an example. All right. Okay. So we have this one. She sings beautifully. That is an adverb, okay? Beautifully. The dog barked loudly. All right, so these are examples under the adverb. So you can share with me some examples if you have some that are adverb, you can share. So share examples for adverb before we move on to the test. All right, so I'm waiting for your examples for the adverb. All right, so we have the first example. She ran out of the class quickly. That's great. Okay, so give me some more examples of sentences. All right, so can you all now focus and give me one example each for adverb? Arish, I need an example for you from you. So give me all the examples. Guys, just give me examples. Let's forget about what's going on the chat. No fight, nothing. All right? Just give me sentences with adverb. Okay? I'm going to call your names if you don't give me your sentences. Okay, she's kind. All right. Guys, can you just stop? All right? I don't want to see any arguments anymore on the chat. Just send me your sentences. Okay, so we have she rode a pink horse to the on the way home. John Dogs ran away from a snail. The bird happily chirped in the morning. Okay, good. Now, thank you for all your sentences. He is a really good soccer player. Okay, good. So, good. No more arguments. All right. So, perfect. So this lesson is to choose between adjectives and adverb. So choose the correct word that fits in the sentence. The woman decorated her house beautifully yet inexpensively. So what are we choosing? The correct answer is thrifty woman decorated her house beautifully yet inexpensive. Okay, let's just move on to the test and then we can select our answers. All right, so we have choose the correct word that fits the sentence. Mr. Osborne suggested that you should proofread your emails before sending them. So, dash, there's an empty space here. So, Mr. Osborne dash suggested that you should proofread your emails before you send them. So, yeah, what's our answer over here? Okay, so we have option one. Okay, so merely suggested. So merely suggested. All right. So we have when Beth saw Ronnie's puzzled expression, she dashed teased him about it. So empty space here. So what is that? Gently or gentle? So gently or gentle? Which of them? So gently, option one. Okay, tax increases will be discussed in a meeting open to the dash public. So which one? Generally public or general public? What's the right answer here? So what's this one? So option one, what's this one? So, general public. Okay. The speaker answered the question, dash, and the audience nodded in agreement. So, the speaker answered the question, dash, and the audience nodded in agreement. So, reasonably or reasonable? Which one? Reasonably or reasonable? So, so reasonably. Okay. Okay, so the audience continued cheering as the Dash performers left the stage. So the remarkable or remarkable performance or remarkably performance, which one? So you can check, tell me. So option one. Okay, so option one. So a dash number of residents have been attending the yearly holiday celebration. So decreasing or decreasingly? Okay, so what's this one? So what's this one? So a decreasing number of residents. The Dutch woman decorated her home beautifully yet inexpensively. So what is the right option? So what's the answer here? So what's the answer to this question, everyone? So are we there? Do you guys hear me? Hello? Do you guys hear me? Okay. All right. So Belle's collection of old jewelry was either lost or stolen during the move. So entirely or entire. So Belle's entire collection or entirely collection. Which one? So Belle's entire collection of old jewelry. Okay. All right. So we're moving on to the next lesson. So is the word an adjective or an adverb? So this is a new one. Okay, so we have this one. Is the word in bold an adjective or an adverb? So the word in bold, please lock the door securely when you depart. So which is this, adjective or adverb? So securely, so it's securely an adverb or adjective. So we have option 2, adverb. Okay. The lemonade you made from scratch is so refreshing. So it's refreshing an adjective or adverb. So what's this one? Adjective or the adverb? So the adjective, refreshing. So we have volunteers generously constructed a new playground in Newport. So what's this? Adjective or adverb? Okay, so an adverb, all right? So you find your final decision was quite reasonable. So is this an adjective or an adverb? Reasonable. All right, so this is an adjective. Okay, thank you, P. So, Tori's bracelet has dozens of tiny charms. Tori's bracelet has dozens of tiny charms. Adjective or so adjective or adverb. Okay, so adverb. So that's an adjective, tiny. So Annie was wrongly accused of cheating. Annie was wrongly accused of cheating. So adjective or adverb. Okay, so an adverb. Okay. So do you really eat raw fish in some restaurants? Do you really eat raw fish in some restaurants? So that would be what? Raw fish in some restaurants. So that's an adjective, raw. Sasha wrote all the spelling words correctly this week. So correctly would be what? An adverb. Alright, so that's it for our lesson today. Do you guys have any questions? If you haven't done adjective and adverb under the grade 5, you have to make sure that you finish that. And if you need more help, you click on the chats and you can get more help after the live. But let me know, do you guys have any questions or no questions at all? Do you have any? Okay, so you're all welcome. No questions. Good. So if you've not done this lesson, make sure that you finish this lesson up, okay? And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, everyone. And bye. You're welcome. All right. Bye, everyone.